Joining me now is Simon Say. He's chairman of the Singapore Institute of International Affairs. Simon, talk to us about the strength of China's relations right now with these ASEAN countries.
Well, I think the search for growth is a very real one, and we know that the region is still recovering. China and Japan, the two largest economies, have just really woken up from the zero-COVID policies and are now starting to really engage people, travel, but also supply chains. And I think the last quarter has been quite challenging for us all with low growth rates. And we need to do something more in terms of stimulating the economy and increasing our trade and supply chains.
One of the things, though, that we've seen is RCEP, and recently there was an RCEP Economic and Trade Expo just wrapped up in Hunan Province. I think more than 100 projects signed off on, totaling somewhere in the neighborhood of over $10 billion US. Can you talk to us about how this is changing the landscape? Because the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership is really just starting to blossom in a way, isn't it?
Yes, it's just finally been signed off and ratified by all parties, and this such initiative by China and others is very important to kickstart this whole process. We've spent more than 10 years in negotiating it. Now is the right time to reap the benefits. RCEP is one path, not the only path, but one path really to develop that economic linkages around the region and help mutual beneficial growth for all of the countries. ASEAN has been chairing it, will benefit, but actually the biggest beneficiaries will be in Northeast Asia, which did not have a free trade agreement amongst themselves.
And one of the things that's interesting, and I'd like to get your thoughts on this, is the IMF recently reporting that the Asia-Pacific region is driving the global economy. China right at the heart of all of that. How is that impacting the region, and is that how you see things as well?
I think the global storm is not going to leave our region undented. I mean, there are problems, growth rates have slowed down. A lot of this market economy uncertainties in the world today, in the West, demand for imports of all kinds have slowed down, and many Asian countries depend on those markets still. So we still need a global upsurge, and we need to be interlinked with the world. But there is much that RCEP and our region can do for ourselves, with China, with Japan, even Korea and Australia and New Zealand partnering with ASEAN. This part of the world can start to be that epicentrum of growth, as ASEAN and Indonesia have dubbed this year. I think that the benefits for all from RCEP must be clearer, though. All benefit, but not all benefit equally. And we've got to get used to this idea that mutual benefit is the key. One other key, I think, will be a clearer, more transparent, and predictable rules.
It'll be interesting to watch, certainly. All eyes right now on that region of the world. Thank you so much for your observations, insights, Simon. Great to talk to you.
Thank you.